which we've seen once before, one of the two maps from the first round. And I think if we're all good to go, I will ready the teams up and we'll have the countdown.
Looks like they're both ready. Give us the countdown and let's go. I was just saying that this is an exciting one because we've got EuroPP, full Roosters, which is an experienced team full of experienced players. And we have Lithium, who, although this is kind of these are new players to RMCT, this is an experienced OCTC team.
Yeah, they are. I don't know if they're all on the same OCTC team, but they certainly are all experienced OCTC players.
Players. And so very, very interesting. Everybody kind of drops down. Looks like Lithium is slightly ahead, pushing down.
I think I just saw
not by much.
Luigi fell out of the world.
Yes, he did.
He looked like he just walked off the lane. K-Dragon getting taken
People
out by
just
a
walking
creeper.
right into creepers. Yeah. Same as usual. We've got kind of a split. People are going up the top. People are going down. Everybody's trying to get their own. Oh, we do have some activation here.
It does tend to be a rush to remove the TNT.
I saw a little bit of flashing. Yeah.
Looks like both teams got the TNT out in time,
Yeah,
so
they
no
did.
damage was done.
They did. Most damage right off the bat. It looked like everybody left that first chest this time. Most damage right off the bat was just from mobs. We do have a bit of a bit of fire going back and forth. They're still trying to get these upper chests, and they are just being pinned down right off the bat, just trying to get a hold of their stuff.
Now, a big difference here that EuroPP are a long way ahead as far as rushing forward on the map, which is very critical on this map.
Really, really, really far down the aqueduct.
So it looks like Yarden is the furthest forward as far as I can see.
Yeah, and this is really critical. They could be looking at setting up to get a handle onto third, or they could be looking at getting into second right away. Most likely, we're going to see people rushing to third.
Yeah, I'm also expecting to see some sort of cannon at the resources area before second.
That's very, very possible. EuroPP does like their cannons.
Ski is putting up a very fast dry cannon here now. And he looks like he's aiming to take out the resources. He has primed it.
There it goes. Oh! That was clean.
Cleaned out.
That was the absolute best we have seen. That was beautifully clean. Damage way low. Not even any entities up. Of course, blocking the initial area now from arrow fire coming in while they tried to get the rest of their treasures.
The other team are doing the same thing. They're firing an almost identical cannon, but with that wooden wall up now, it's not going to...
It just slid right down.
It's too late to deny the resources to EuroPP, so this could make a huge difference to the progression of the game now.
So yeah, that's a big resource pile right there. Oh. Okay, Into the Void is working his way up along with Plum. Did have a bit of a fight there with mobs. These two are going together. They are right above that resource area. Look like they started to take aim and then they're just moving on. A lot, Shahard. I almost said Shepherd. Shahard is he's completely naked, and I love his skin for this. And he's just shooting like crazy, so he is taking up a position to be a sniper and just trying to stop them. They are just trying to push right on past. I'm not really seeing much armor on anybody right now. Of course, though, the treasure chest was just gotten for EuroPP, so I imagine we'll see that soon.
Ski has armored up in full diamond now. I don't know. He looks like he's going to go straight into second wool. He's just dropped down into there.
Oh, excellent. I see Yarden and Settler working over here. Same kind of positioning where they've tucked in as the other two. Oh, somebody has died. Who was that just now? That's going to be Into the Void's mess, I imagine.
If you look at Shahad's kill feed, he killed every single member of the other team in the last few seconds.
Well, yeah, he was just standing there rocking it. And here is Ski Trip rocking it in that beautiful diamond armor. He is in. You're about to see it. There it is. Orange wall.
That was quick.
That was quick. Beautiful. Are we doing a bit of a pass around here? Looks like he is pushing his way out. Yes. We are setting up a pass around on the other side of the bedrock and lava with a chest. Very nice. Very nice. Ski Trip getting a chest full. Much safer than a single piece or two.
Shahard just got taken out by UPLM, so that might change the course of things a bit. Shahard was the one putting the most bow pressure on.
If Plum can if he can break him, if he can get a bit of a break in there, that would help them push forward. Looks like we've got Yarden in full iron. He is also making his way through. This is going to be a third wool push, and we are pairing up both of them in full wool with Settler. Settler and Yarden, they've already got a bed all the way over here. So they've been here, or at least somebody's come here to put down. Very interesting. So we are definitely going to see a two-man push on third. Of course, the last match we saw on this, they lavaed up their opponent's area at the top of third, and it was not pretty. Lithium is pushing their way there too, but being the second ones there, not terribly helpful. Oh, they're setting up with a water area. Yeah, you can see they're in a bit of a bow fight right now. Armor versus no armor. 2v1, fully ironed. This is not pretty.
K-Dragon looks like he might have been setting up to drop down into second wool for Lithium. Having a bit of trouble with mobs at the moment.
Luigi's making a valiant effort, but being 1v2 and unarmored versus 2 fully armored, this is not going well. Ooh, Plum taken out by Ski Trip. Using that Calamity, that beautiful boat. There you go. Into the Void, getting some stuff from elsewhere. This is in the lower caves. Yeah. Going to the iron and gold section. That's what they have to resort to get some good gear now. Ski Trip has made the pass off. Looks like he's even stripped all of his armor off. He's probably going to be dropping down now.
There he goes.
Dropping out of the world, yeah. Very common to see that.
Yeah, leaving the Calamity Bow, the Fire Aspect Sword, and a bunch of good stuff, including the wool in that chest on the other side of the lava there, so that someone can tunnel down for it. And someone already has.
Plum has a stack of iron, some bread, and a stack of arrows, and that's it as he pushes forward. So Shahard has already grabbed that. There it is. The pass-off is done.
EuroPP's strategy, to me, appears to be going really well to plan. They seem well coordinated, and everything's kind of like that pass-off there with Shahard getting in and picking up the wool only a few seconds after it was placed.
After he let go. Yes, very, very clean. K-Dragon looks to be setting up a bit of a cannon here directly across from their supplies on top of the Parthenon area.
Yes, that might be targeting the supplies chest on the top.
The supplies chest on top. Yeah, nobody seems to have gone up there. Yarden is just running all the way back. Yep, there it goes. Oh, nice! Landed right butt up against that. Very, very pretty. Who is in this beautiful diamond armor? Shahard is in that armor that he's taken from the drop down, pass around. Was there to see the bang. No harm inflicted. He looks like he is also pushing down. Ooh, Yarden shot by K-Dragon. He was naked.
Looks like Settler and Yarden's push on third failed. Luigi took both of them out, so they don't appear to have made any progress yet on third. So this game's not over.
Now, when he took them out, did he knock them over the world with their items? Because I'm not seeing a lot of items, and they were both in full iron. Oh, here, right by the bed. Right by the bed. You know what, Luigi, full props to you. You were 2-man to 1. You were completely naked, and you were able to, bust up that pairing. That was very hard. Nicely done.
Settler yet again just now, and this is really impressive archery.
All right, we do have, as you said, that first wool is being run. Look like Into the Void, he's in full iron. And he is working it. There's really no competition whatsoever shooting at him. He's just sort of casually making his way through. Aha! As I say it, there's the arrow fire. Somebody has noticed. Ski Trip has noticed. I said, oh, no. Let's give you a run for your money.
Shahard picked up Ski's armor and the orange wool, and he is now back at third wearing the full diamond.
And Into the Void has yellow.
Yellow in hand. So that's 1 wool per team at the moment.
Very nice. He was just getting into it. Ski Trip is putting pressure on him. It could be too little, too late. They've still got to get out. It's not an easy thing to get out. He is armored. He is hauling. Nicely done. He is not hesitating at all. He knows exactly where he needs to go.
Shahard has reached Settler's items, and he's just trying to gather those up, but he has a bit of an inventory issue, I guess. Looks like he might be trying to craft a chest. Meanwhile, Luigi is putting pressure on him from the other side, but Shahard has the massive armor advantage right now.
Plum is coming out of those depths where he was trying to get that gold and iron. Really, really dark down there. K-Dragon's dropping off some stuff and carrying on. All right, looks like we're making a full push. Now, again, it is night. They do have a bed set up down here. That is very, very good. Very, very good. But there are mobs over here, and it looks like they never really got this place lit up. I mean, they made their push, but they were so focused on the PvP.
Yeah, I think they were expecting to get a bit further before they needed to think about lighting up, and then Settler
exactly,
being taken out
exactly.
as,
Which the opposite side, Lithium side, is comparatively better lit up. Into the void. Oh, did flash me a diamond block just now. He does have some good stuff.
Yeah, he will have got that from the wool room, of course. There's a diamond block in each of the wool
right.
rooms.
Luigi, again, just working around this little bit of a wall that he's made with every witch item. Nicely done. EuroPP has had to put up a few sandstone blocks just to give their bed a little bit of protection. Not nearly enough. Now the lighting's going down. That's a secondary bed. This is the original bed up here. All of those initial items being grabbed right now. Ski Trip is taking out spawners. Looks like they're looking to run their wool as well. Yeah, he's looking, and again, it's kind of the same thing. He may just get in there and get out, just like Into the Void did. There's absolutely no pressure on the other side. They've got their wool. They've moved on. Yeah, Ski Trip is going to have wool very quickly.
Void and Plum look like they are making
I believe that's yellow.
Here.
Yeah, a lot of stands set up. Yarden and Shepard are really, really... Wow, I did it again. Shahard, I said stuck a P in there, are really, really focusing on their bed location with the where the water was right here. They basically ran up, grabbed the stuff that was by the original bed, and then just went right back down. Probably purely mobs.
Really having trouble with the mobs on the Lithium side. Above second wall, I guess it's not that well lit up, and unarmored, he was just taken out by a cluster of zombies right back at spawn again now. Meanwhile,
the EuroPP guys are making their push up. They're actually on the shared area. Are you going to go in? Yeah, there's Ski Trip with yellow. Again, it was completely uncontested. That was going to be a quick in and out. All right. Shahard is staying down a little bit. Whoa! That is a lot of mobs. Trying to work the mobs on his area. He is pulling out that flame bow.
Yarden just dropped straight down into the lava with a fire potion. He's placed some water and obsidianized a small area of lava just next to their wool. And he's let down. He is outside third wool right now. In a moment, that will mean that EuroPP have 3 wools in hand.
Exactly, because that's the last bit right there. Ski Trip is going in and out. He looks like he's looking to recover.
Here comes third.
The wool. Yep. Yarden has it. Ski Trip's got the yellow that he's recovered that was placed down at the front of that one. There goes Yarden, bucketing right out.
Really, at this point, all that Lithium can do is prevent them from placing the wolves.
Is stop them from placing. Right. There are some shots coming in now. That's not Lithium. That's just a skeleton. Yeah, that's just a skeleton harassing him. Going all the way up. I heard shot and I got excited for a second, man. Now, Lithium has had some really, really good PvP shots. There's some incredible archery. They could really give some harassment to placing into the Victory Monument. This is a 3 separate Victory Monument. You've got to get to each of those. They could really put up a good fight for that.
Yarden taken out that. Oh, he fell from a high place and dropped the 9 wool.
Do they have any more secured, or will that be a full recovery?
I'm trying to figure out where he died.
All right. Ski Trip and Settler moving in again. Everybody's in various patchy armor right now.
Okay, I've located Yarden's death point, and it's kind of halfway down inside the mountain. He's quite close to getting straight back there now. Having a bit of trouble with the mobs.
Oh, yeah, he is... Ow. Fell from a high place. I see it.
He was really close to items, but the red wool is sitting there on the ground right now.
All right, so we are still looking at a despawn situation, but mobs, that third area mobs are rough. But they have the other two wool, and the third wool is within their grasp, even if they have to go all the way back in for it.
And now
He's pushing again.
We're seeing pain looping here. Yarden running in naked.
Yeah,
into
I
this
saw that.
mob-filled mountain. Really dangerous.
And all the mobs behind him just piled in. A lot of zombie deaths. Look at that. Yarden
Taken out by 3 witches in here right now.
Oh,
This
really?
is crazy.
I hated to laugh at that, but I'm like, of all things, a witch. Oh.
EuroPP are so famous for their pain looping, though, and here we are seeing it again. Pain looping and victory runs.
And victory runs. I was gonna say this is sort of their highlights on both of them. Because it was essentially a victory. It was the last one. So let's see. They still have really, really good control over the third wool area, though.
Yeah,
Luigi is pushing.
Shahard is here in the full diamond, and he is holding off the other team, making sure that Yarden is safe, and that is a smart move. Looks like Shahard is going in with Yarden now, actually.
I was going to say, I would suggest they have 2 people pairing in. Now, Luigi is still out there. He's been giving them fights, but he's been completely naked, so he's not really going to be able to do a heck of a lot. I am utterly impressed by how much he was able to hold them back before. Ooh. Everybody's just fighting mobs right and left.
Shahard is really
K-Dragon.
trying to clear out the mountain, but there are a lot of mobs here. This is a bad place right now.
All right, Plum has got his yellow wool. Ski Trip is playing with the wool. Oh no, Yarden's dropped it when dying again. But did he get it in chest? Did he get it in a chest? Settler is up here clearing the actual mountain. He is not even armored, but he is up here going, you know what? Let's clear the way a little bit. If it's a mob problem, let's go in there and clean it up. Yarden fell from a high place again. Into the Void still chilling over here at the big setup they have for their alchemy, for their brewing stands. We do have some armors. I do see. All right, Plum is in full iron. Luigi is in iron and diamond mix. They are making a push into third.
I am fairly sure there's something wrong here, because we've got this message on screen saying Yarden placed some wool in a chest, but that chest does not contain any red wool, and I can't see how he could have got it there.
Immediately before that, he died. Perhaps he was trying to open the chest at the same time, and it just registered both or assumed both.
Yeah, I don't believe he was carrying red wool at that time. And Shahard has now also died in the mountain. His items, including all that diamond armor.
Lithium is making a push into the mountain. They're here.
Oh, this could change everything.
Oh, Settler and Plum are fighting. Oh, Plum won. We do have potions going here.
And Plum is now jumping down with the fire potion. I don't think he has seen Yarden or Shahard's items. They're still splattered on the ground.
Yeah, he is making the push. He is just making the push to get his own. There's still a witch down here. It looks like we're having trouble getting out of the lava. Yeah, there we go. All right.
Plum could actually have got red wool a lot quicker if he had just jumped down.
If he had been able to see it, right. Yeah. Well, and actually, there was that settler up above too. That was right up there. That they just sort of crossed paths and never touched each other. So this is about to get very interesting.
And there's Plum picking up the red wool from their chest. And now EuroPP are resource deprived. After being such a resource advantage at the start, they have very little at this point now.
However, EuroPP has placed orange wool in the monument.
Now that's important, because if this game does go to time limit, if it becomes a stalemate, then wool placement will start to be relevant to the outcome of the game.
Relevant, right. So I am very curious as to. I kept seeing things place, and it felt like they were moving down the lane. Ooh, Yarden shot by Luigi. Right now, we're climbing out of that. They're literally climbing up this lava curtain over here. This is going to be Plum. Creeper is waiting at the top. Oh, nice. Nice. Plum is trying to get his way out of here. I suspect we're going to run into some more of EuroPP in the process. Oh, he's found
Plum
it.
has got the items as well now.
He saw that splat and just stopped to suck it up, but there's a lot of mobs. Oh,
and he's really struggling with the mobs now. And
oh no.
Oh, now he's dead. And that is amazing because their pile of red wool has landed right next to EuroPP's pile of red wool.
And the mobs have their armor on. Oh, this is one big community pile of wool now. Oh, gotta love third wool.
And now Plum is back in the pain looping. Plum and Settler both here. Now they're fist fighting.
As I suspected, we also have yellow placed. So it looked like Ski Trip was placing. We do have yellow and orange placed. Okay, everybody is hanging out at third. Into the Void is working his way back. Yarden, Creeper.
All that beautiful armor that got dropped is now possessed by zombies.
Yeah, I saw that. Ooh, Luigi almost got blown off the edge. They are both literally crossing the bedrock line at the same time, back and forth, fighting with mobs.
Shahard
All right, Shahard has picked it up.
He has
landed among the wool.
Leaping out of the way of the mobs and just trying to get to safety in a corner.
Okay, and we do have Yarden, who fell again. He was trying, they placed more water to try to make a softer landing. Plum is taken out by a zombie as he was trying to make his way back in here too.
Yeah,
looks like K-Dragon is just searching for oh no!
Shahard desperately trying to save himself. He's surrounded himself with red wool.
With red wool. He has. And right over here, just to the side, is Yarden of absolute pincushion. Oh my. Meanwhile, Plum just pushing right past and taken out again. Oh my goodness. This is a murderous cave.
Shahard is breaking the wool, trying to get back out of his corner now, having armored up a little bit.
Okay, Settler's all the way at the top. Again, mobs. You can see there's complete hiding over here. You know, this is in the shadow of a bedrock disc. So mobs will be always an issue. Oh my goodness, Plum is pushing back in there, getting a little bit pain loopy himself. He's pushing in naked.
Shahard just taken out there, just swarmed by mobs. He has dropped the red wool. I think it's gone in lava. Don't see it on the ground.
Now, what's interesting is Luigi and Plum just passed each other. Luigi coming back down, possibly for supplies. Plum going back in. Luigi is fully decked out. Stop and exchange armor. Don't go in completely naked. Get some backup. Get some supplies. Ski Trip is enchanting. All right, Plum is working his way in again.
I gotta
immediately getting attacked.
Looking at the nature of this mountain right now, the place where all the mobs are is where the guys have dropped the wool, where they have died. The route back down to actually get more wool from the wool box might actually be a...
Oh my goodness.
That is pretty much uncontested from the mob point of view. If they were to drop down and swim up, I don't know.
Just stop trying for the entities and just go again. Luigi completely routed by mobs, just completely pushed back, having to back off, eat, try to go at it again. Now, interesting, K-Dragon, you can see Shahard is shot. K-Dragon has positioned himself over by up at their victory monument. He has positioned himself at the victory monument. Looks like Into the Void might be looking to get their wool on the monument as well. And he is taking pot shots. But there's a bit of bridging going on. So Into the Void has... Look at that. Plum has got red wool again. Into the Void has just gotten wool as well. Darling, we have yellow, orange, and red on both sides.
Wow.
Lithium has just got yellow, and they had orange already. They do have K-Dragon up at the Victory Monument trying to keep them back. This comes down to who can get their hands on the slippery red wool and get out alive. Very nicely done.
It's just death after death in here. This is like carnage.
Meanwhile, Into the Void just continuing ski trip. They're just continuing to do what they got to do. Put the with the wool on the monument, protect the monument, defend the monument. Doing, checking for goods. And Into the Void is running wolves and moving wolves. So we are 3-3 wool. If they could just keep touched, if they could just keep a hold of the red.
Yarden made it down again there, managed to at least reset the timer on that wool entity.
Oh my goodness. Ski Trip is getting water all the way from the beginning, it looked like. Oh, Plum does have armor, but oh my goodness.
The thing is, every time you run in here with a little bit of armor, then you die and you lose a little bit more armor.
Oh, he's on Yarden's tail. He just shot it, or he just... Oh, Yarden was slain by Plum. He was... Oh no. Okay, Plum was just exploded upon by creepers. He's back and forth.
Settler made it to the wool again. Went splat.
Plum taken out right above it. He was able to kill Yarden. Yarden on fire, put himself out. Bed placement and bed right now is critical. We know EuroPP had a couple of beds on this side. That's going to let them get in here quicker. Oh, Yarden.
It's the skeletons.
And they're shooting like crazy. And there's more. I mean, you can see the spawners were not all taken out. Because there's a quick get in and get out. But that didn't work.
Into the Void made it in with actual gear, and he has picked up the wool. In fact,
he's blocked off in there.
He's next.
I don't know that he's picked it up, but he's next to it. Settler and Yarden are right here, though. Oh, he took him out. He took him out. Zombie took out Settler.
Void has now sucked up the red wool, and he is hiding himself back in that corner again.
But nobody's bothered to take out that spawner that he was just butt up against. Getting shot like crazy. You can see the blocks. Shahard's back at it. Taken out. Into the Void. Yarden. Oh my goodness.
Into the Void may make it out now, although he is pretty low on health right now.
Oh my goodness. Plum has got... just dropped it. Plum was slain by Yarden. Blown up by creepers.
Oh, Into the Void may make it out. He is so close to their lane. He is out. He is out, and red wool is safe for Lithium.
Oh my goodness. Lithium has all 3 wolves right here.
Into the
Yellow,
Void picking up the
orange,
and this
red.
is going to be a victory run now. EuroPP have to move really fast if they want to overtake.
Okay, not
Lithium
only
now.
do they have to get the 3rd wool and get it out in that mess, and I mean Into the Void, MVP man. I would splat red wool all over the lane too. I would paint the lane red. Not only were they able to get it, but they've got to get it.
That may not have been a smart move, because Ski Trip immediately saw that red wool being placed, and he has turned around and he is going to now camp the Victory Monument. So actually, they gave away information there that they didn't need to give away.
Very true. And both sides were working on things at the Victory Monument. So I can, let's go down there. We're right here. I saw Lithium had a bit of a bridging system where they were trying to protect and shoot. Okay. Now... remember, Lithium could clearly see that yellow and orange were set. Every time they died and had to run back, yellow and orange were set. Yarden tried to swim in lava to escape Plum. Plum is still in there fighting it up with Yarden and Settler.
Was actually in here with Settler, trying to prevent Settler from getting the wool out. Settler has got red, but he has no armor, and there he goes.
Settler had red. Into the Void. Oh my. Placing. Are we still placing down here? Okay, yeah, we're not at the Victory Monument yet. Oh my goodness. They are taking and placing.
They must be close.
Continuing to... the mobs at 3rd. The
Victory Monument is quite tricky.
They're here. Okay, Into the Void. Giving us up a little bit of protection. Is under full fire. Looks like their team members are splitting. Into the void he has jumped up and placed the red on the lowest one.
That I'm not sure is actually on the monument.
Orange wool was counted.
Now that may count.
Okay, they're making their way across. We have one last wool to place.
And there it is.
And there it is!
Wow.
Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness, lithium! That was so close. That
what an amazing
was
game.
so close. And right there, lithium, we were just saying, lithium, a lot of PvP experience on OCTC, and the EuroPP, a lot of experience in general. EuroPP really felt like they were going to plan, and they had control, but it wasn't a sweep by any means. Not being able to get out safely with that red and getting that pain loop going, and it wasn't anything they did necessarily bad. The mobs were just insane. It was just
the mobs in third. That was crazy.
The mobs in third, and then you were already soft and weakened up, and then the new guy and the other team is suddenly at your back, and you're dead. Oh my goodness! It looks like we've got Into the Void and Ski Trip with us. Let's go ahead and unmute them and get to hear their thoughts. Oh my goodness, guys!
Really, really good game, guys.
GG. Yeah. So, you definitely picked up on failing at third. The other biggest mistake that we made, I think, was not getting the cannon supplies before you blew them up. Because if we'd had the cannon supplies, we probably would have been able to hold you down at the VMs for quite a while.
We blew up your cannon supplies.
I know.
Yeah.
But, not getting them before you blew them up, that's
Yeah.
what I meant. What time did you blow them up? Was that, right at the start?
It was,
or?
very beginning. One of our team members went right over there and blew them up.
Yeah, that was definitely good.
We had really, really lots of trouble at the beginning. We had an enormous amount of mobs in our tunnel, and I came in there, I was killed, and then I got killed again by my own teammate, which is pretty awful.
Oh, I missed that. Sorry.
Yeah, but I got slain by Luigi Shadow's pickaxe, and...
Oh, that's horrible.
But, and then...
Well, you recovered.
And so, Uplum was, got the farthest, because he didn't get very many mobs, and so he got down lane, and he was about to use a cannon or whatever. But you guys are already blocked up. And you did your cannon, you blew up all our resources. There literally wasn't anything left.
Yeah. At that point,
Yeah.
we were like, yes!
And we're just
we thought we had it.
They were definitely scrambling for resources. I could see one of your guys going down into that other iron and gold
area. That was definitely difficult to get those resources when you did.
The first thing we did is we went and got those resources. Originally, we were going to have the guy that blew up the cannon chest go get those and do Victory Monument with them. But we're just scratch that. He's going to do Victory Monument with lower chest. And we're going to do... we're going to run the rest of the map with the secondary resources.
And you did?
And
well
the first thing we did is we got first, and we got the diamond block from there.
I saw that. In fact, to be honest, I tried to shoot you then. I should have just realized in iron armor against someone with an unenchanted bow, I really couldn't do anything, so I don't know.
I was kind of scared to run out, because if you would hit me all the times you would have hit me, you probably could have killed me.
Yes,
but
I'm
then
not that good of a shot,
missing.
and I was playing with lag, so...
You were moving pretty consistently, and it was just, oh, thank God, I can actually run out. But...
Yeah.
That was so incredible, and I gotta take a second and I was completely blown away that Luigi was able to route EuroPP and stall them at the beginning of third for so long as he did, because he was naked out there. I don't know what bow he had, but he was naked, and there were two of EuroPP trying to get a foothold into third, and he just kept taking them out, and they were in iron. I know the mobs play part of that. I know the mobs are in there too with all that darkness,
wow.
But it was, I was absolutely impressed. I basically called it, yeah, Luigi, good luck. You're not going to have much chance. And then Martin's like, actually, they're gone, and he's still standing. So unbelievable holding you back. That was a stall that you guys couldn't get in there early either. And
I think this map really suits the OCN teams because they are just so much better than most people at the melee PvP.
We didn't get into very much melee until later game.
Or was it just holding you back with bows?
I think he was
just
just sitting in our lane, just shooting at your guys.
He was shooting them. Yeah,
at him and he's shooting at you. Yeah, you're gonna take tons of damage.
You can see right here. He just had the tiniest little, a little, 3x4 wall, just a little wall. That's just one little corner here, and he was just back and forth dancing behind that, and really, you guys weren't able to get a foothold up here between the mobs coming down on you and Luigi shooting up your backside. You were kind of, toast. And that was very impressive archery work. We got to give you credit for that. And, of course, inside third wall. That was insane how you guys were going at each other and all the mobs. And it was just like, into the void, he's here. Right after you went and got first. That was just beautiful.
I ran second in between that time as well.
Yeah, that was well done.
Yeah.
Do you think the whole issue inside third, though? I mean, Yarden obviously died. I didn't see exactly how that happened.
I think it was a creeper or something, like knocked him off.
I guess
or something.
it was just the PvE at the end of the day.
Yeah, it was.
And do you think there was a better way you could have approached that? Do you think rather than pain looping, there would have been an option of like really
yeah, totally.
Did you get
confidently
your secondary
going in?
resources ever?
Yeah, we did get second resources.
Yeah, I saw that.
We probably should have got them sooner, and also what we could have done with second resources, which we didn't, is make a notch apple, because you can do that. And I before the match, I thought, okay, yeah, this is what we can do if we really look down at third, and then I just kind of forgot about it in the match. I mean, I think we probably got our second resources a bit late for it anyway, but even so, it might have been something worth doing.
One of the things that I know Martin pointed out, and it hadn't really occurred to me at the time, but he said, everybody was so focused on getting their dropped wools a little bit higher up, but that's where the main focus of the mobs were too, was right around those dropped wools. And it almost, which is, what had ended up happening later, it almost was better to actually go all the way down, get fresh set of wool, and work your way up. Try to blitz out quickly.
Streams, your only real problem is skeletons, I guess, until you get to the very top.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, that would have been tricky because these water streams do go right past where all those skeletons were.
Yeah.
So.
Right. And the skeletons were very much in play. We saw a ton. And the witches, oh my goodness, the witch death. I felt guilty laughing at that.
Witches.
I did feel guilty laughing at that. Only a little bit, though.
What was really nice about getting the secondary resources as our resources you can run the wolves with, was that we were able to have strength 2 pots, because you can upgrade your strength 2 pots from those.
Oh, yeah.
And so we ran our second and our third with strength 2 pots, towards the end of the game.
Which answers what you guys were doing at that big brewing station you set up and were standing in front of.
Smart.
And so, we never actually scrimmed once.
Oh, wow.
And we started practicing yesterday.
Nice.
So.
But you did, you practiced yesterday, but if you do break down and have an understanding of the wool, and you have of where your wolves are, and you have an understanding of, what your goal is and the PvP aspects of it, obviously that's all you needed. You guys were already experienced in PvP, you already, worked well together, and it was really, really impressive. As far as a combat goes, I really thought for a while there, okay, well, this is all EuroPP. I mean, they just 1, 2, 3, and they were, but they had to bring it home. And, Ski, we saw you placing the wolves, and it's like, okay, that's 2 wolves on there. This could be important later. And then out of nowhere, it was like, Martin, they have all 3 wolves. They have touched all 3 wolves. Okay, we're suddenly completely in
EuroPP's weakest part of the game.
You guys started
Yes.
with a really bad late game.
Yeah, I think what
Yes.
it is because although we practice a lot, I think one of our weaknesses is kind of adapting to situations that are unexpected, and I think we need to definitely in future come up with more backup strats for stuff. I mean, we did have backup plans for lockdowns on third, but
I feel like it's not necessarily backup strats. It's just sort of improvising and being able to understand the situation. Because
I think so.
we had planned for an all-out perfect game where we got into our second resources. I made all this fancy armor for everyone. Everyone got their pots and went happily and ran our wolves. And that didn't work out
And
at
then
all.
your second resources got blown up.
Well, that's what happens when you just practice as a team and you don't scrim. Is everything is like this is our perfect scenario.
I mean, we had a lot of trouble getting all the players on at a time, and some of our players have really difficult schedules. Like Luigi, who is quite impressive, can really only play on weekends for about 4 hours every day, which
That's
is
a shame.
difficult.
Yeah. We scrimmed a bit, and I think, in our scrims, I think third was always... Well, I mean, it is definitely the main point of contention in the map, but that was generally... If we failed to get one of the wolves, it would usually be third. So yeah.
Yeah.
I have to say congratulations to both of you for playing a hell of a match. It was so exciting. I mean, we turned around, I was like, oh, that was fast. You've got okay, yellow will get, or orange will get, and it was just really, really incredible from start to finish. And then to turn around and have the comeback and to see all the wolves changing hands at the end, to see all of the shooting back and forth and unexpected turns of events, that this was a match to watch, man. This was fabulous.
Oh yeah.
EuroPP, I hate to see you guys knocked out early again, but it was a hell of a match. And
Yeah.
I gotta say, Lithium, I'm excited to see what you do next round.
Oh yeah. Best of luck in the tourney.
All right. Yeah, you too. You guys
Yeah.
have played a really, really good game.
Thanks.
Mhm.
And also just thanks to all the streamers, organizers, and all that.
Yep,
It's-
definitely.
These things are great. Yeah.
It's been a great game. That was one of the most entertaining games I've seen for a while.
Martin, I'm so glad that you were here to be with us, be with me in this, because as you were calling things, I'm like, are you kidding me? And then you had just slipped away. I'm like, wait, we have both of them at the same time. They're about to come together. And Martin said something that was so foreshadowing perfect. This could really change things up. We were in third. It was the first time there was team v team action, sword on action in the third. And it was like, oh yeah.
I think it was that moment when I realised Yarden had died on the way out, and I just had this
Yep.
kind of sinking feeling. And I think, I know EuroPP. I can see where this is about. I know where this is going to go. I know where this is going.
And Plum was in there, and we got a little bit nervous because he was doing some, I'm just gonna run in there naked, braveheart it. But he did, he did get some armor after a little while, and he was, to be fair, in his defense, he was making incredible progress, and there were armor all over the floor if you could just get your foot in the door. But at the moment Martin said that, and I had just realized that, wow, you guys have all three. Well, if we've touched all three, if we could just, it's gonna come down to whoever can get out red. And then, into the void, you just blitz in there, wall up and manage to get out. It was just so exciting, so beautiful.
Void, you actually went right past the EuroPP pile of items containing red wool at one point there. On your way down to get the red wool, you practically walked through it.
I saw the red wool when I coming down, but I also saw 6 invisible zombies holding diamond swords, and I didn't want to deal with that at the moment, so I just blocked up and drank to strength 2.
Right,
to
which is exactly what it was. That's one of the things that Martin has said is, if they just stop trying for the items, for the entities, and they just go back down, that could ultimately be the better choice, and that's what you chose to do. And of course, that ended up winning it for you. Get in there, get it fresh, and clear out a different direction.
A really great game.
Definitely gonna have to rewatch that to see exactly what did go down at third.
Yeah.
'Cause I was always further up the map. The one time I did go to third, because they were calling saying, "Okay, we quickly need someone." And then as soon as I was starting to run forward, and then I see you guys placing red wool in your lane.
Yes, I said that.
Oh,
I
Martin
was
so
watching
called
and I was
that.
like, you actually just gave away the fact that you were doing a victory run right there because you were just spamming the red wool along. And I was like, I would have kept that slightly more out of sight.
I mean, you'd already built up a route to place all the walls, and third wall is probably the easiest one to place, so it's not too bad. But yeah.
Yeah, but immediately we watched Ski Trip do a 180. It's like, oh, excuse me, they're out. We need to change up right now, and that was beautiful, really, really beautiful. You guys, thank you so much. Is there anything else you want to say to anybody?
I don't think so.
Not really.
Well, thank you so much for playing, both of you guys. Best of luck to Lithium as you go into qualifying round B.